this tutorial, I'll show you how to use the new BCC 9 transitions in Avid Media Composer. Hey, here I am in Avid Media Composer, and this is my pre-rendered timeline showing just a couple of the new transitions in BCC 9, notably the lens flare transitions and the damage TV dissolve. So these are fun new transitions, they're easy to work with, and they're very fast to render in the timeline. So the trifecta of awesome is here. Alright, so let me show you how I made these. I'm just going to go into a timeline without any effects, and I'll start with the lens flare. Located in the BCC transitions category, we have 4 lens flare transitions. The lens flare dissolve gives you a lot of control. The others are more customized. I'm just going to focus on the customized ones. I'm going to start with lens flare round. So I apply it between these 2 clips, and you see a nice lens flare transition by default. Also, because these are RT effects, I can actually just play my timeline without having to render them. Very useful. Alright, so let's make some changes to this effect. I'm going to go into effect mode. I'm going to make the duration a bit longer, maybe 1.5 seconds. And now let me explain what you're seeing here. So you see a lot of lines on your screen. Well, these control the animation timing for the effect. We actually have a group in the UI called animation tuning, and that's the same controls that you see here. So basically what you can do is you can adjust the ease just by dragging these on-screen controls. So I can make the ease in happen a lot faster, or a lot more gradually, or give it to 0 to make it more linear. Same thing with the ease at the end, same kind of curve here. Or I can go to the middle and adjust the ease over the entire curve, give it more of a deceleration or acceleration look. So you can get a lot of different animations just by playing with the curve and trying different things. Of course, the tried and true S curves are usually the best. In this case, an S curve would actually look something like this. So it'd be more like a hill curve, I guess. Or the bell curve. That's also pretty good. Like so. Now you also have this blue line in the middle, and this is your dissolve duration. So we have a lens flare going between the clips, but we also have a cross dissolve. And so if I take this line and I drag it to spread across the entire clip, that means the cross dissolve is happening the entire time. If I drag it to the center, that means there's no cross dissolve and we actually get a cut between the clips. So it's more obvious like so. Anyway, I was just kind of showing you how to use the controls here, but to set up the effect like I had it before, I'm actually going to use the effects browser. Now, this is a great new feature in BCC 9. It lets you preview all of the presets on your actual footage. So here I can just click on the presets, and I have them playing on the right, and you can see it's showing the actual footage from my timeline. So I can see how each one would look without having to apply it. It's very quick, very useful. I'm going to choose the flickering sun preset, just hit apply, and now it's there. Now to customize it a little bit further, I'm going to reposition the start of the lens flare. So I've got lens position start activated. So I just click on here, move it around so I can see it better. There we go. Let's go to the very start of my transition and put it where the sun is. Now let's go on the other side. So that's where it starts, but where does it end? So go over here and change the source point to end. So you can see it's in the middle by default, so bring it down. I want it to line up with the fire. So there, we can see it looks more natural. So that's great, but how do I get both of them? So go to source point and choose start to end. That will auto-animate between the 2 points during the transition. So you can also see how this is an optional setting. If I just choose start or end, the lens flare doesn't move. But if I choose end to start or start to end, it will move. So very, very well thought out design there. Okay, now let's move on. So watch how much quicker I can do the next one. So I'm just going to put lens spike on here. I'm going to make this another preset. Let's try shimmering rays. Nope, don't like it. This one, I like it. Apply it. Going to change the timing. Make this about 0. So it's about a linear transition. I can always force the values to be exactly 0 here if I want. Going to make the dissolve duration the whole time. I'm going to turn down the flickering amount, and I'm just going to reposition the start so it lines up with the spaceship. Right there. Good. All right, last one, lens flash. So again, I'm going to customize the overall length. Bring it down, make this one a little quicker to come in, slower to go out. And one thing that's neat about this particular lens transition is that the ring keeps expanding after the flare dies down. So that's unique about the lens flash. Let's add some more rays. So we can turn up the ray count here. Let's turn up the intensity on the rays. Let's turn down the shimmer amount and see how that looks. Nice. Now let's say I want this to really fill the screen when it reaches its peak. Just going to go to flare scale, turn that up. And because it's doing that, I don't really need the dissolve duration. Just set that to nothing. Okay, so there I have the lens flares, part of the transition. The other transition I used was the damaged TV dissolve. Put one at the start here. Very cool transition also. And this time I'm just going to be easy and use a preset. The one I liked here was quick static. See how it looks in the browser. Looks good. Apply it. And then at the end, damage TV again. Go into browser again, just like play it, see how it looks. Hey, this happens to be the one I wanted to use. What are the odds? Thin scan lines. Let's go with it. Apply. And there it is. Alright, so you can see how quick and easy it is to use these new BCC 9 transitions in Avid Media Composer. So if you liked what you saw here and want to try it out for yourself, you can download a free trial version at our website, and that's at borisfx.com.